seated. The parade commander has just invited the review officer, His Excellency the President, to inspect the parade. His Excellency will begin by inspecting the color squadron. His Excellency now inspecting the right-hand guard. His Excellency will now move on to the colors, and there we'll see him salute the colors. Proceed to inspect the left-hand guard. His Excellency now inspecting the left-hand guard. His Excellency the President has finished inspecting the color squadron. He will now inspect the 4 squadrons on parade, those comprising of number 1, 2, and 3 squadron, the graduating officers. Number 3 squadron comprises the escort flights. His Excellency now inspecting squadron number 1. Has just finished inspecting squadron number 1. He is moving on now to inspect squadron number 2. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, what started as a mere story for course number 45 in 2020 and course number 46 in 2021, January to be precise, today comes to fruition. And today the graduating officers on parade join the rank and file of the officers corps in the Zambia Air Force. Today we become brothers and sisters in arms. His Excellency now inspecting squadron number 2. His Excellency the President now moves on to inspect squadron number 3. Distinguished invited guests on parade, This morning, the graduating officers, among them, we have different professions. We have nurses, doctors, engineers, pilots, administrators, accountants, economists. And today, they graduate and become officers to take up the task, a challenging but interesting career. His Excellency now moving on to inspect squadron number 4. His Excellency the President has now finished inspecting the squadrons. He is now moving on to inspect the Zambia Air Force brass band, which is also part and parcel of this very, very important parade. His Excellency now proceeds to inspect the Zambia Air Force brass band. Distinguished invited guests, the music that is being provided on parade this morning is being provided by the Zambia Air Force brass band. It's called march music. The band has served the country in many undertakings at district, provincial and national level. Through their music, the band inspires troops, such as the troops now on parade, with a fighting spirit which words alone cannot evoke. Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, has just finished inspecting the parade. He is now walking to the saluting dais in order for us to continue with the parade. The parade commander has just been granted permission to command the parade to march past in. We may be seated.
Outside this guy. Get down. You're obstructing. Squat down. Obstructing. Gumbuyo. Squat down. Move out. Okay.
Excellency, distinguished invited guests, the parade commander now marches majestically to position in order for him to lead the parade as they march in slow and quick time. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished invited guests, the parade is now marching in slow time. The parade is being led by the color squadron, and in the center we see the color party, which is proudly displaying the Zambia Air Force colors and the Flying Training School colors. Your Excellency, sir, military colors serve to remind all military personnel of past results, deeds, and honors achieved by a particular unit in the system. Colors inspire members of the Defense Force to constantly strive to maintain high standards. The colors we see this morning were bestowed on the Zambia Air Force on 6 August 1999. Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the officer cadets who are due to be commissioned this morning are now also marching in slow time. There are 9 flights of officer cadets on parade this morning. They can be distinctly identified on this parade through their headdresses, which are decorated with white cummerbunds. The last 3 flights on parade are escort flights. They are drawn from different formations in the Zambia Air Force, and they come to render support to the graduating officers. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the right-hand guard of the color squadron will lead in saluting His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of Zambia. The salute will be accompanied by a flight past, which will be led by a formation of 1 AB-205, 2 AB-412 helicopters, 6 SF-260 TW advanced trainers, 5 K-8 ground attack aircraft, and 5 L-15 fighter aircraft. The fly past will be from the western to the eastern direction. Your Excellency, and now number 2 squadron also joins in as they march in slow time. Ladies and gentlemen, as the parade approaches the saluting dais, where His Excellency the President is seated, I will request that we stand as the reviewing officer takes his salute. I request that we be upstanding.
Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the parade now marching in slow time. And now, number 3 squadron there also joins in, marching in slow time. Shortly, the color squadron will be approaching the saluting dais to salute His Excellency the President in slow time.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I draw your attention to the western side of the parade square, which is basically my left-hand side, where the helicopters will be seen performing their aerial salute. We will see the AB-205 and the AB-412 helicopters.
And now the right-hand guard approaches the saluting dais to salute His Excellency in slow time. Commanding the color squadron is Major Katanga. And the right-hand guard commander is Captain Katanga. Approaching the saluting dais, the color bearers, we have Lieutenant Mwila and Lieutenant G. Chilufia. And there we have it, Excellency, distinguished invited guests, the aerial salute of 2 AB-412 and 1 AB-205 as the salute His Excellency in slow time. And now the left-hand guard approaching the saluting dais to salute His Excellency in slow time. The left-hand guard commander is Captain Katongo. The color squadron warrant officers, we have warrant officer class 2 Hamiliki and warrant officer class 2 Chimanga. And now number 1 squadron approaching the saluting dais to salute His Excellency in slow time. Squadron commander is Captain Akoyawa. Squadron adjutant, Captain Wanja. The squadron warrant officer is warrant officer class 2, Chinoya. And commanding flight number 1 is Lieutenant Ntenga. The supernumerals have Lieutenant Mkata and Lieutenant Kalimono. Commanding flight number 2 is Lieutenant approaching the saluting guys, and commanding flight number 3 is Lieutenant Fernando. The supernumerals, Lieutenant Lumai and Lieutenant Simazuo. Approaching the saluting guys. May I draw your attention to the flight as SF 26 TW advanced trainers approaching their aerial salutation. There we see the SF 276 saluting his excellency for time. Squadron commander on the squadron number 2 is Captain Chandler. The squadron adjutant commander is Lieutenant Bloendo, and the supernumerals, Lieutenant Ikonde and Lieutenant Berry. Now, flight number 5, flying for flight number 5 is being commanded by Lieutenant Mwanamalea. The supernumerals have Lieutenant Chongo and Lieutenant Ibuzi.
Soon we will see an aerial salute which will be performed by the K-8 aircraft. And there we have it. K-8 aircraft performing the aerial salute in slow.
Now, squadron number 3, approaching the saluting guys to salute His Excellency in slow time. The squadron commander, Captain Meeting, squadron class 2 Nirenda. The flight commander, Lieutenant Kalumba, and the supernumerals, Lieutenant Fury and Lieutenant Tempo.
Your Excellency, sir, we have the last aerial salute in slow time, which will be performed by 5,000 fighter aircraft.
And now, flight number 8, approaching the saluting guys to salute His Excellency in slow time. Commanding flight number 8 is Lieutenant Simuinde, the supernumerals, Lieutenant Gray and Lieutenant Munda. Supernumerals, we have Lieutenant Shekhar and Lieutenant Kumbo. is Lieutenant Kahaya Kanganja, and the supernumerals we have Lieutenant Masaka and Lieutenant Islam.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the parade is now marching in quick time. Your Excellency, sir, during the march past, servicemen and servicewomen on parade are demonstrating their skills in foot drill, arms drill, and swords drill. These skills are an essential part of the military training schedule of any armed force. In training, military drill serves as a method of instilling discipline in a military person. These forms of drill are the very core of military discipline, and it is indeed these same drills that will firmly inculcate this virtue in all servicemen and women.
Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the parade now marching in quick time. And from the view here, we see the parade displaying beautiful parade, beautiful drill, and there they are, they swing their arms. They're being led by their parade commander. Your Excellency, sir, once again, we will witness another fly past as the parade marches in quick time. The aerial salutes in quick time will be led by one AD-405 helicopter, two AD-412 helicopters, six SF-260 TW advanced trainers, five K-8 ground attack aircraft, and five L-15 fighter aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, as the parade approaches the saluting dais, I will request that we be upstanding. salute for the 5 Cadets, and there they are. Excellency, sir, soon the L-15 fighter aircraft will follow with their aerial salute. Flight number 10 there just, and there we have the sound of freedom. Not the least, flight number 12, saluting His Excellency, giving His Excellency his well-deserved salute in quick time. We may be seated. Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the graduating officers still marching in quick time, even as they position on parade. Right now, the color squadron and squadron number 1 have already positioned. Marching onto the parade now is squadron number 2. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, soon as squadron number 4 takes its position, the parade commander will prepare the parade to advance in review order. This is to position for the commissioning, the oath of office, award of Sword of Merit, and an award to the best allied student, as well as the awarding of wings to aircrew officers. Squadron number 3 just marching to position. Excellency, the last squadron now marching to position. Like earlier alluded to, the parade will advance in review order for the commissioning, oath of office, award of best allied students, sword of merit, as well as aircrew wings.
just taking posts. This is in preparation to advance in review order. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished invited guests, may I request that we be upstanding as the parade advances in review order and as the reviewing officer takes his salute. We may be seated. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, Mr. Edgar Chagwalu, the Air Force Commander, the Patriotic Front Secretary General, Mr. Davis, Defense and Security Chiefs, Your Royal Highnesses present, may I recognize the presence of the Malawi Defense Force Commander's representative, Major General S.M. Kalisha, the Attorney General, Mr. Likanto Kalaluka, the Deputy Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Patrick Kamko, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defense, Dr. Felix Spirit, Permanent Secretaries present, Your Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners present, retired service chiefs present, heads of departments, the air officer commanding training command, the commandants of common user facilities, the station commander Zambia Air Force Livingstone Air Force Base, formation commanders, members of General the Air Force Warrant Officer, Command, Station, School, and Unit Warrant Officers, Senior Non-Commissioned Officers, Junior Non-Commissioned Officers, parade participants, members of the press, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. May I warmly welcome you to this commissioning and wings parade for course number 45 and 46 Officer Cadets, which is being held here at Zambia Air Force Livingstone Air Base. I am Major Juliet Kutemba Bimbi, and next to me is Major Melody Sombo Sisi. We will be directing the program of events for this very important occasion.
Excellency, we are grateful for your presence this morning. Before the parade proceeds to the next stage, allow me to quickly run through the remainder of the program. Shortly, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force will commission the Officer Cadets on parade. This will be followed by the presentation of swaying of merit to the deserving newly commissioned officer, the presentation of awards to the best allied students who will then follow. His Excellency will then award wings to aircrew officers on parade. We shall then proceed to the segment of speeches, which will begin with welcoming remarks by the Station Commander, Livingstone Air Base. The Station Commander will call upon the Air Force Commander to deliver his speech. After the Air Force Commander delivers his speech, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defense, will deliver his remarks. Thereafter, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, will deliver his keynote address. After the speeches, the parade will then proceed to give His Excellency 3 cheers, after which the parade commander will ask for permission for the parade to march off the square. Your Excellency, after the parade has marched off the square, there will be an aerobatic display by the Golden Eagles, the Greys. This aerobatic display is unprecedented, which will be followed by parachute, free fall jump from the paratroopers from the Parachute Special Tactics and Training School in Mumba. Thereafter, His Excellency, the President, will pose for photographs with the newly commissioned officers, and later, the paratroopers, as well as the pilots who were taking part in the flight past. At an opportune time, His Excellency will take leave, marking the end of the program.
Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of Zambia, will now commission the Officer Cadets on parade by reading and signing the commissioning scroll. May I now request the Zambia Air Force Commander to invite His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force to commission the Officer Cadets on parade. The Air Force Commander, sir.
Republic of Zambia, Officer Cadets course number 45 and 46, commissioning scroll. To my trustee and well-black officers Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of the Republic of Zambia, reposing a special trust and confidence in your loyalty, courage, and good conduct, do by this presence constitute and appoint you the officers in the Defense Force from today, July 2021. You are therefore carefully and diligently to discharge your duties as such in the rank of second lieutenant in the regular Air Force, or retired admirals as I, for my lawfully elected successors, may from time to time hereafter be pleased to promote or appoint you to, of which notification will be made in the Gazettes, and you are in such manner and on such occasions that may be prescribed to exercise and well discipline their duties. Such officers and men are very placed under your orders from time to time, and use your best endeavor to keep them in a good order and discipline. And I and my lawfully elected successors do hereby command them to obey you as their superior officers, and you to observe and follow such orders and directions as from time to time you receive from me, my lawfully elected successors, for any of the superior officers, according to the and in pursuance of the trust hereby reposed in you. Given under my hand at Zambia Air Force, Livingstone, the 30th day of July 2021, Edgar Zambia President.
Your Excellency, sir, allow me to call upon one newly commissioned officer to march forward to the Commander-in-Chief to collect the commissioning scroll on behalf of her colleagues. This officer will then lead the rest of the newly commissioned officers in reciting the oath of office. Second Lieutenant Mumpangwe.
Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency has just commissioned the officers on parade this morning. Now he signs the commissioning scroll, which he has signed now.
Lady officer now proudly and majestically marching forward to receive the commissioning scroll on behalf of her colleagues.
Thank you, Your Excellency, sir.
you're obstructing now. They want to see what's happening. Move to the side. Because if you line up here now, what is general stuff now? This is their parade. Going to quickly let them move.
Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. The officers on parade now commissioned by His Excellency, the President. They now join the rank and file of the Zambia Air Force. By reciting this oath, the newly commissioned officers have pledged their allegiance to the President and the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia. Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, we will now have the presentation of awards. And the first award is that of Sword of Merit. And the Sword of Merit goes to Second Lieutenant Nyundu. May I request the Air Force Commander to lead His Excellency as he alights from the saluting dais to present the awards. Second Lieutenant Nyundu marches there, showing the drill, the perfect drill that she's learnt in the academy. As earlier mentioned, this award is given to the student who has been exemplary during the training. Second Lieutenant Nyundu performed exceptionally well in all aspects of military training. It is therefore befitting to award this distinguished lady officer the Sword of Merit. And there she receives the sword from His Excellency. She salutes His Excellency. Congratulations, Second Lieutenant Nyundu.
Your Excellency, sir, the next award is that of Best Allied Student, and to receive this award, is Second Lieutenant Tawanga.
Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, Second Lieutenant in Tawanga marching there to receive the award of Best Allied Students. It must be mentioned that during the training of course number 46 of Cadets, we did have Allied students, and Second Lieutenant in Tawanga receives the award. Second Lieutenant in Tawanga is from the Republic of Malawi. Congratulations, Second Lieutenant in Tawanga. You have indeed made your country proud.
Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the President will now award flying wings to aircrew officers on parade. Aircrew officers. Your Excellency, sir, these pilots have undergone basic and advanced flying training at the Zambia Air Force Flying Training School. Their flying wings symbolize the professional competence that each of these officers have attained in aircraft piloting. Your Excellency, may I make mention that there are 17 aircrew officers from the newly commissioned and 13 aircrew officers from operational squadrons. May I also make mention that among the 30 aircrew officers graduating today, we have one from the Zambia Police. These pilots have attained an excess of 250 flying hours, which is equivalent to the award of a commercial pilot's license in the civilian aviation industry. The idea behind this equivalence is to ensure that all Zambia Air Force pilots conform to the international flying standards. Sir, the aircrew officers are being commanded by Captain Lennox Chandler.
And now the aircraft comes as they march to receive their wing.
Distinguished invited guests, may I request the Zambia Air Force Commander to invite His to these aircrew officers on parade.
To receive the wing, first is Captain Mwanja. Captain Mwanja has 357 flying hours. Next is Captain Akweawa. Captain Akweawa has 370 flying hours. Captain Wanya. Captain Wanya has 275 flying hours.
Kneel down. Good. Kneel down. Kneel down.
Lieutenant Peary. Lieutenant Peary has 339 flying hours. Next is Captain Kandu. Captain Kandu has 282 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Stop!
Next is Captain Meaty. Meaty has 350 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Stop!
Lieutenant Chilando. Lieutenant Chilando has 296 flying hours. Next is Lieutenant Peary. Lieutenant Peary has 285
Thank you, Your Excellency.
flying hours. Captain Chanda. Captain Chanda has 400 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Stop!
Next is Tembo. Lieutenant Tembo has 278 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Stop!
Next is Lieutenant Kalumba. Lieutenant Kalumba has 334 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Stop!
Captain Musemu is next. He receives his wing from His Excellency Captain Kalumba. Captain Musemu has 290 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir!
Next is Lieutenant Hambulo. Lieutenant Hambulo has 350 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir!
Next is Second Lieutenant Mwanza. Second Lieutenant Mwanza has 284 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir!
Next to receive the wing is Second Lieutenant Chamba, who has 275 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir!
Next is Second Lieutenant Kambobe. Second Lieutenant Kambobe, ladies and gentlemen, has 560 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir!
Next is Second Lieutenant Mwanza, who has 287 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir!
Next is Second Lieutenant Angola. Second Lieutenant Angola has 327
Thank
flying
you, Your
hours.
Excellency. Sir!
Next is Second Lieutenant Muleza. Second Lieutenant Muleza has 267 flying hours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir!
Next is Second Lieutenant Gibbs. Second Lieutenant Gibbs has 252 flying hours. Next is Second Lieutenant Tembo. Second Lieutenant Tembo has 269 flying hours. Next is Second Lieutenant Huntete. Second Lieutenant Huntete is a lady. She has 278 flying hours. Next is another lady, Second Lieutenant Mumpangwe. Second Lieutenant Mumpangwe has 295 flying hours. Next is Second Lieutenant Mutebe. Second Lieutenant Mutebe has 385 flying hours. Next is Second Lieutenant Zulu. Second Lieutenant Zulu has 254 flying hours. Next is Second Lieutenant Kauseni. Second Lieutenant Kauseni has 276 flying hours. Next is Second Lieutenant Mulando. Second Lieutenant Mulando has 252 flying hours. Next is Second Lieutenant Sianioka. Second Lieutenant Sianioka has 262 flying hours. Next is Second Lieutenant Musosha. Second Lieutenant Musosha has 270 flying hours. Last but not the least, to receive the wing is Second Lieutenant Banda. Second Lieutenant Banda has 285 flying hours. And that marks the end of the award of aircrew wings. Thank you. Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the pilots that giving their wings will be posted in various operational squadrons of the Zambia Air Force. Among the pilots who have been awarded with wings today, we have fighter pilots, fixed, and among the pilots, Your Excellency, we have fighter pilots, fixed wing pilots, and rotary wing pilots. Besides the pilots who have been conferred with flying wings today, the Zambia Air Force, Your Excellency, boasts of having conducted similar flying training to allied pilots drawn from the Republic of Malawi and the Republic of Zimbabwe, who have since returned to their countries as proud pilots. Congratulations once more to the aircrew pilots for that well-deserved win. The onus now is on you to fly Zambia Air Force flag as well as the Zambian flag high.
Your Excellency, some distinguished invited guests, we have now come to the segment of speeches. And in that vein, Your Excellency, sir, may I call upon the Station Commander, Zambia Air Force Livingstone Air Base, to give his welcoming remarks. The Station Commander, sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, Mr. Edgar Chagwalungu, the Zambia Air Force Commander, Lieutenant General David Michael Muma, the Patriotic Front Secretary General, Mr. Davis Mwila, Defense and Security Chiefs, Your Royal Highnesses present, the Malawi Defense Force Commander's representative, Major General S.M. Kalisha, the Attorney General, Mr. Likando Kalaluka, the Deputy Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Patrick Kangwa, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Defense, Dr. Felix Piri, Permanent Secretaries present, Your Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners present, retired service chiefs present, heads of department present, the Air Officer Commanding Training Command, commandants of common user facilities, formation commanders, members of the General Staff, senior officers, officers, the Air Force Warrant Officer, Command, Station, School, and Unit Warrant Officers, senior non-commissioned officers, junior non-commissioned officers, parade participants, members of the press, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am Colonel Clifton Kisho Mono, the Station Commander, Zambia Air Force, Livingstone Air Force Base. Your Excellency, on behalf of the service personnel of ZAF Livingstone, their families, and indeed on my own behalf, I am exceedingly delighted to welcome you to Livingstone Air Force Base on the occasion of the commissioning and wings parade in respect of the Zambia Air Force Academy's course number 45 and number 46. It is my sincere hope that your visit to this Air Force Base will leave indelible fond memories of the Zambia Air Force. I therefore enjoin Your Excellency and our distinguished guests to enjoy the displays of this parade. I wish you all a pleasant stay in Livingstone and God's blessings. It is now my singular honor and privilege to invite the Zambia Air Force Commander, Lieutenant General David Michael Muma, to deliver his speech. The Air Force Commander, sir.
Secretary General, Mr. Davis Mwila, the Service Chiefs, the Attorney General, State Counsel, Kando
Your Excellency, may I be allowed to write on the protocol already observed. Your Excellency, the Republican President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of Zambia, Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu, sir, we are grateful that you have graciously accepted our invitation to officiate as our guest of honor and reviewing officer for the 2021 Zambia Air Force Commissioning and Wings Parade. This, Your Excellency, shows the importance you attach to your men and women in uniform. I therefore take this opportunity on behalf of all Zambia Air Force personnel to warmly welcome you to Zambia Air Force Livingstone Air Base. To all distinguished invited guests, I welcome you all too. Your Excellency, I stand proud as Air Force Commander to commend your government for the tremendous support you continue to render to the Defense Force and the Zambia Air Force in particular. Over the last 10 years, the EF government has ensured that the Defense Force is well equipped with modern military hardware. While acknowledging that more needs to be done, and that is the process, I can stand and attest as your commander that the Zambia Air Force is one of the best equipped air forces in the region and the wider African continent. We, as the Defense Force, have also not been left out of infrastructure development, and all defense and security agencies can attest to that. You, Your Excellency, also have taken personal interest on improving our conditions of service, including the reintroduction of operations of combat allowance that has greatly raised the morale of your men and women in uniform. All these provisions have been made available. Zambia Air Force stands better prepared and ready to respond and carry out its mandate of protecting our airspace from hostile elements. This is addressed by the fact that in the year 2020, we flew over 10,000 accident-free hours, which was unprecedented. All the effort in enhancing our mandates, and we shall continue to build on this achievement. Your Excellency, we as the Zambia Air Force have continued also in our secondary role of rendering support to your government. Be it in the conveyance of you, Your Excellency, our honor, the Vice President and government carrying out disaster relief operations, including casualty and medical evacuation. We also continue to support our sister services and security agencies, namely Zambia Army, Zambia National Service, Zambia Police, Correctional Services, and the Drug Enforcement Commission with air support whenever we are called upon. As Zambia Air Force Commander, I can attest to the fact that the Zambia Air Force of today is not the same of that of the past. We are now more capable to respond to the threats and demands of protecting our country, and we are ready at any day and any time. Your Excellency, allow me to acknowledge and thank your government for the support and policy guidance rendered to my command, which has resulted in enhanced combat effectiveness in the conduct of our operations. We are alive to the fact that the government has so many competing priorities, but found it fit to support the Air Force. Because you, as our Commander-in-Chief, do realize rise. Despite the many competing priorities, your government has found it fit to support the Air Force because you realize that peace and security is a prerequisite to economic development. Your Excellency, as a result of your directive to the defense forces to engage in economic activities, the Zambia Air Force has responded to your order by venturing into agriculture. Your Excellency, in the last farming season, which was our first on a large scale, we had over 250 hectares under cultivation in various localities. We intend, as part of our strategic vision, by 2025 to have 1,000 hectares under cultivation, thereby contributing in a small way to national food security. We also intend to partner with your government under the Ministry of Education in the production of desks for schools in the country. We have capacity to produce over 10,000 desks annually. Your Excellency, Zambia Air Force has ensured that our training capabilities take new strides to meet the needs of the modern military. Zambia Air Force is currently running a number of schools, among them the Center of Advanced Learning, which is offering courses from diploma, first degrees to master's degrees in military and civil courses in partnership with the University of Zambia, the Commonwealth University, and the National Institutes of Public Administration, which the Your Excellency is the best of its kind in the defense and security forces in Zambia and Southern region. It is our vision that by 2025, this center will be turned into an independent Air Force university, and we are on course to achieving this objective. We currently have 400 students enrolled at the center. It is our strategic vision, Excellency, that by the year 2030, we want every officer in the Air Force to have the first degree. At present, the Zambia Air Force Flying Training School and the Technical Training School in Mumbai are already offering training to international students from the sub-region. As was mentioned by the Master of Ceremony, we recently trained 2 pilots, each from the Air Force of Zimbabwe and the Malawi Air Force. Your Excellency, officers who are commissioned today commenced their training in January 2021 with 300 cadets, course number 46. Out of this number, 18 of the cadets were discharged on various accounts ranging from ill, indiscipline, and resignation. Regrettably, during training, we recorded 1 death of an of these cadets. May he so rest in eternal peace. Your Excellency, also training alongside course number 46 was course number 45, which commenced training with the 4 officer cadets last year, January 2020. May I also report that the commissioning and wings parade that is being held today is composed of 320 Zambia Air Force Cadets, 9 from the soon-to-be-established Zambia Police Air Wing, 2 from the Zambia National Service, and 2 allied officer cadets from the Malawi Defense Force, making the total number of graduating officers to 333. Your Excellency, I wish to proudly report that out of the 333 officer cadets, 129 are females. 129 female officer cadets graduating this morning represent 89% of the whole course. And this, Your Excellency, is indicative of the different strides made towards achieving gender parity in line with the national gender policy. The outlook of this parade this morning is also reflective of the cooperation that exists among the defense force and security agencies. Over the years, we have complemented each other's efforts within the defense force and the security agencies, which is very commendable. This cooperation, Your Excellency, is not only happening in Zambia, but has been extended to member states under the Southern African Development Cooperation SADC. We have 2 graduating officer cadets from the Malawi Defense Force, with whom we have a bilateral agreement on exchange of training among the 2 defense forces. Your Excellency, in our meetings today, as was mentioned, we have Major General S.M. Kalisha from the Malawi Defense Force, who has come to witness the commissioning of the 2 officer cadets from Malawi. We welcome you, General. Your Excellency, I can attest to the fact that the training that these officer cadets have undergone was conducted in a professional manner, without any compromise on quality and discipline, thereby enabling the officers to perform diligently, and I wish to declare that they are ready to perform various undertakings locally and globally. I am therefore convinced, as the Air Force Commander, that these young men and women deserve the Presidential Commission, which will forever remind them of their solemn oath to defend the presidency, the Constitution, and the territorial integrity of our motherland, Zambia. Your Excellency, on parade today, we have 30 aircrew officer cadets, and officers who have just received their wings or pilot badges. They have been drawn from posts 43, 44, and 45. Posts 43 and 44 comprise 13 commissioned officers of captain and lieutenant's rank who did not get their wings on parades as they were commissioned in absentia due to the fact that they were abroad where they were doing advanced flying training course. The remainder are from post 45, I beg your pardon, who were recruited in the Zambia Air Force as professionally qualified entrants under the Air Force branch. Allow me, Your Excellency, to now address the graduating officers. The career we have embarked on today in the Zambia Air Force sets a different tone in your life. As officers, the number of subordinates look up to you as leaders. You are therefore expected to be hardworking, meticulous, and innovative, and of sober character to be a good example to those that you lead. A military career is dignified. You are to keep to the tenets of good leadership, so that the profession is not brought into ridicule. I wish to congratulate you all for successfully completing the course military career is all about service before self. The military career is all about service before self, and requires that you dedicate yourselves fully to the cause of the country. Remain patriotic and loyal to the governments of the day. Remain patriotic and loyal to the governments of the day. I've been telling some levels as well, as I toured recently, that the reason we have the portraits of the Republican President, all officers of government buildings, is not for show. The reason we have the portraits of our Commander-in-Chief and all our officers in the defense and security services is not for show. It is meant to remind us that each day, each hour, each minute, we have a Commander-in-Chief who's His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu. So remain loyal to the government of the day. Do not participate in active politics. You will be dismissed. We are an Air Force that espouses the values set by our founding fathers, led by the late Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda, may his soul rest in peace, and his peers that puts country first. Use these words and what you have been taught during military training as your Bible as we embark on this incredible journey. Your Excellency, sir, my gratitude also goes to the heads of departments, Air Force headquarters, and their staff officers, the Air Officer Commanding Training Commands, the Station Commander, Zambia Air Force Livingstone, Commanding Officer, Zambia Air Force Academy, as well as the Commanding Officer Flying Training School, and their staff working tirelessly to make this commissioning a success. As I conclude, I wish to thank you, Your Excellency, once again for being here with us today. We are grateful. I end by praying for peace on 12 August as we vote as a nation, and I wish to assure you, our Commander-in-Chief, sir, we as the Zambia Air Force, and I'm sure I can speak for my colleagues here with me today, that we are ready to defend this God-given peace. God bless the Zambia Air Force. God bless the Zambia Defense Force. God bless our beautiful country, Zambia. And thank you, sir.
We thank you, the Zambia Air Force Commander, for that inspirational speech. At this point, Your Excellency, sir, allow me to invite the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defense, to give his remarks. The Permanent Secretary, sir.
Your Excellency, Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu, President of the Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, the Patriotic Front Secretary General, Honorable Davis Mwila, the Attorney General Kando Karaluka, the Deputy Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Waki Kamba, the Permanent Secretary present here, the Zambia Air Force Commander, the Lieutenant General David Zuma, the Defense and Security Chiefs, the Malawi Defense Force Representative, Major General S.M. Kamisha, the ambassadors and high commissioners accredited to the Republic of Zambia, Defense Secretary and Service Secretaries, the heads of departments and branches from all services, members of the General Staff, officers, the Air Force warrant officers and senior non-commissioned officers, junior non-commissioned officers, parade participants, members of the press, distinguished and invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, sir, allow me on behalf of the Ministry of Defense and indeed on my own behalf to once again seize this opportunity to thank you for the continued support that the Ministry of Defense has continued to receive from your government and in particular from you, sir, despite other competing needs. The modernization project for the Defense Force, which was pioneered when Your Excellency was Minister of Defense, is one such example of your commitment to improve and modernize the equipment holding of the Defense Force of Zambia. Your Excellency, sir, we are also grateful for the support that the Ministry has received in the area of improving manpower levels in the Zambia Army, Zambia Air Force, and the Zambia National Service. This commissioning and wing parade is a testimony of your resolve to ensuring that the Defense Force fulfill their constitutional mandate of protecting and defending the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the nation of Zambia. Your Excellency, sir, I wish to assure you that the Ministry of Defense will continue to support the Patriotic Front government policies with respect to my ministry. May I, Your Excellency, sir, conclude by wishing you continued good health as you lead this country to prosperity. I thank you, sir. It is now my singular and sincere honor to invite you, Your Excellency, sir, to address the parade. Your Excellency, sir.
The Air Force Commander, Lieutenant General David Muma, Patriotic Front Secretary General, Honorable David Suga, the Deputy Secretary to Cabinet, Patrick Kamba, Defense Secretary, Ministry of Defense, Dr. Felix Pili, all Government Secretaries present, ambassadors and high commissioners affiliated to the Republic of Zambia, defense and security chiefs, defense attachés, heads of departments, the Air Officer Commanding, Training Command, members of the press, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pride as Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force to officiate once again at this wonderful commissioning and wings parade of Cadets Course 45 and 46. But before I continue, may I request that we all stand and observe a moment of silence for the first Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, His Excellency Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda, our first President of the Republic of Zambia, who passed away, and remember our departed Brigadier General William Blum, who was Zambia Air Force Chief of Operations. May the soul of Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda and Brigadier General William Lungu rest in eternal peace. Ladies and gentlemen, my government appreciates the role the Zambia Defense Force plays in maintaining peace and security in our beloved country. I am equally impressed that our officers have continued to perform in an exemplary manner when sent on peacekeeping missions abroad. The Zambia Air Force has been repositioned into a more combat-effective force capable of carrying out the constitutional mandate of safeguarding the Zambian airspace against all enemy air threats. The Zambia Air Force has increased, as we already heard, accident-free flying hours from 2,000 to over 10,000 within the shortest period of time. Ladies and gentlemen, my government has actualized the Defense Force Modernization Program through the acquisition of military hardware and equipment, some of which has been placed on the inventory of the Zambia Air Force. I am proud that the Defense Force is well equipped, as we saw during the commemoration of the Defense Force Day on the 5th of June 2021. However, I realize that much more needs to be done, and therefore my government will continue to improve the inventory holding of the Defense Force to enable you to carry out your mandates effectively. Ladies and gentlemen, to improve air operations of the Zambia Air Force, my government is revamping biofuel installations across the country to reduce transportation costs whenever there is an operation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an understatement to say that my government has improved the working environment of the men and women in uniform through infrastructure development. Challenges faced, such as lack of office space and recreation facilities, have been addressed and we continue addressing these. My government places a high premium on accommodation for military officers. That is why housing units have been constructed in various places. All this is being done through the prudent use of government resources and the phased approach which we are calling the water drop theory. Ladies and gentlemen, I have authorized the handing over of the old Simon Masaka Airport and all associated infrastructure to the Zambia Air Force. The new place there will be called the Peter Zuze Air Force Base, which will be named after the first indigenous Commander, Lieutenant General Peter Joseph. I believe this will extend the operational reach of the Air Force within and beyond the boundaries. Similarly, I have authorized the conversion of the airport at Zambia Air Force Ceremonial Place in Imbala Place to be used by civil aircraft in order to promote tourism investment and overall economic growth in the northern sector. With this move, I'm confident that the northern region is poised for greater economic successes. Ladies and gentlemen, during the State of the Nation address to Parliament last year, I directed the Defense Force to up their contribution to food security, and I therefore, as we already heard, wish to commend the Zambia Air Force for acquiring the South Samba Farm and the South Mbala Farm, which have been operationalized within a very short period of time. To the Air Commander, I say congrats. I am aware that in the last farming season, Samba farms produced 125 tons of maize, 7 tons of sunflower, 3 tons of soda, and 7 tons of chicken. It is gratifying that this year, 2021-2022 season, I hear you intend to double the output by cultivating over 300 hectares. Again, this is commendable. Another clap for yourselves. I believe that the additional acquisition of farmland of 7,000 hectares in Mpika and 1,000 hectares in Ufanyama will ensure that Zambia Air Force expands and remains competitive in the agriculture sector. I can only urge you to invest heavily in value addition to your farm products. Let me also take this opportunity to acknowledge the contribution that the Zambia Army and the Zambia National Service have made in the agricultural sector, including curbing dress smuggling, which is a threat to our food security. I am confident that with the continued collaboration and concerted efforts of the Defense Force, you will not only protect, but in the due course, feed the nation as well. Air Force Commander, I wish to assure you and the men and women in uniform that my government remains committed to continuously improve the conditions of service. Over the past few months, my government has released money to offset outstanding claims for serving members of the Defense Force. Further to this, my government released 200 million kwacha to liquidate outstanding bills, preparation, last pay certificate, and gratuity owed to civil servants and Defense Force personnel. I want to assure you that we shall continue to be responsive to the requirements of the Defense Force. To this effect, I direct the Secretary for the Public Service Management Division, whom I saw here this morning, to extend the scheme of this swap to the men and women in uniform with various financial lending. It is our desire as the patriotic government to relieve the burden of paying high interest rates to loans secured from the financial lending institutions, to enable our civil servants pay back at lower interest, thereby increasing their takeaway pay home. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted with the role that the transformed Marina Soko Medical Center in Lusaka is playing, especially now that we are faced with the COVID-19 pandemic. Under my leadership, forgive me for saying under my leadership, some people think I'm boasting, but that's the truth. Under my leadership, this hospital has been transformed from a small military hospital into a a fully fledged hospital. It's more like diagnostic equipment, and it's not just serving military personnel, but all Zambians. At this juncture, let me commend the men and women working in this hospital, and indeed in all hospitals, for saving lives as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to ravage our country and the whole world. Ladies and gentlemen, the construction of the South Hospital inpatient department with a bed capacity of over 150 beds will improve access to the health care for all the airport personnel, their families, and the general citizenry. This, I think, is as it should be. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to the dissolution of Parliament on 12th May 2021, I directed that the Defence Force conduct yet another recruitment exercise in order to absorb the many unemployed youths. I'm saying this to emphasize that we should remain committed to reducing the unemployment levels in our country through such recruitment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a campaign, so let me conclude because I'm in campaign mood. May I now conclude by congratulating the men and women who are before us and urge them, as we are waiting also right now, to remain loyal and patriotic, be professional and well disciplined. I further implore you to steer clear of politics. In the same vein, I would also like to appeal to all well-meaning citizens to remain patriotic, peace-loving, and ensure that the gains attained in the last 56 years of Zambian independence are not negated. Let us not allow a few unruly elements to destabilize our great nation, which was built on the ideology of one Zambia, one nation, as coined by President Kaunda and his friends. Let us all continue to promote and protect the interests of our mother Zambia and her people. May I congratulate you, the graduating officers, for making it the commissioned officers of the Zambian Air Force, and further commend you, Air Force Commander, for the good leadership provided through the training program. Congratulations are also in order to the directing staff for converting the graduating officers from civilians to military personnel. To you all, I say, job well done. As I say, the spirit of campaign is on me, so let us all remain one Zambia. One Zambia! May God Almighty richly bless you all.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for that speech. Very inspiring speech indeed. And Excellency, we continue thanking you for your continued support to the Defence Force. We thank you. Your Excellency, the parade will now give 3 cheers to His Excellency, the President. Thereafter, we will have the national anthem. May we all be outstanding.
squadron marches off the parade square. And as the color squadron march off the parade square, they will be saluted by the rest of the parade and all service personnel present.
Color Squadron Commander, sir, march off the colors. Color Squadron, march off. Right, hand guard, leading. Move, right, three. Ready, ta.
Your Excellencies, sir, distinguished invited guests, we have just witnessed the officers on parade removing their cummerbunds. The shedding of these cummerbunds signifies that the officers have finally joined the rank and file of the officers' corps of the Zambia Air Force. Your Excellency, sir, we have also witnessed the escort flight saluting the officers as they march off the parade square. This is a sign recognizing the authority placed upon them by the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force. The officers are now marching off in their own special way and will give a salute to the Commander-in-Chief in what is called the fanning out drill. Their salute will be accompanied by a 3-aircraft formation involving the L-15 fighter aircraft, which will also perform the fanning out drill.
Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the song that is being sung right now by the Zambia Air Force Brass Band is a Scottish song called Outland Sin. The song can be translated to mean times gone by. It is about remembering events and friends of the past and not letting them be forgotten. This song has been adopted especially by English-speaking countries to be played at occasions such as this one to mark the end of the ceremony. This song is always played for this occasion, and for us it paints a poetic image of military life. It presents a time of reminiscing the rigors of training, the grueling times that had to be endured, and the friends that are now brothers and sisters. It serves as a calling to a life of sacrifice and patriotism. The song presents a platform for affirming shared challenges of future assignments in the defense of the country and its people. Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, shortly the graduating officers will be finding out, and we shall witness the flight past of L-15 fighter aircraft